Fiesta Friday. Our friends downtown at the Guam Chamber of Commerce are holding the first annual Song Festival event, if I can even get that out, titled A Celebration of Song on Saturday, November 30th at the Agana Shopping Center. Now, Marilyn Borja is here right now, and she's going to talk about the call for participants. Marilyn, half a day.
Half a day. Thank you so much for having me. Good to see you, too.
Yeah, okay. So it's a festival and a celebration of music. In what context? Because we talk about so much music here.
So, well, basically, the chamber the community always looks forward to the chamber bringing in the traditional the Christmas festival to the island, and we all know that last year was the last year that we would celebrate that because of the museum going up at Skinner Plaza. So this year, the chamber, the planning committee, and the board, we still want to bring something to the community, and we decided to focus on the island's growing talent, vocal talent. You know, we see shows like The Voice, and you know, and other you know, show choir type you know, shows, and we want to focus and highlight our island's talent as well. So we came up with Song Festival. Traditionally, private schools get to celebrate their song festivals, as we know, the high schools. So we wanted all schools to celebrate something like this around the holidays. So we're excited, and we've come up with this, and we're getting a good response so far. And you know, we're here hoping we can call out to public schools from elementary to high school to participate because we anticipate a very good event.
Now, you said vocal talent. So are we to understand that meaning a lot of participants are going to perform a cappella, or, you know, what we've seen down in Mount Carmel too is, I mean, they've got an entire band together, you know, like a 7-piece
correct. So actually,
formal band.
So what it is we have our agenda for the day, each group, and we're targeting about 15 to 20 schools, and we want them to perform 3 numbers. The first number would be a cover song, you know, walk-in song or cover song, and then a holiday-themed parody. And then the third one is a holiday song to celebrate, of course, the holidays. So 3 songs per group.
That can be very challenging.
It is, yeah. So we're having a good time putting this together, and you know, the schools are giving us their you know, their lineup, and so yeah, very creative, funny, you know, and Christmas themed, obviously. So we're really looking forward to it.
Now, do these have to be established school organizations, like, you know, like the singing group, like JFK's got a really good chorale, or can it just be, you know, like when I went to Sanchez and everything, there were always like 3 guys that hung out underneath the staircase, and, you know,
it has to be.
and they were almost like a barbershop, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Almost like quartet -1.
You know, I agree. Basically, we sent out our letters to the school, so it has to be an organization. Okay. You know, we'll let the school decide that. But all of our notices were sent out to all the schools. So yeah, please, you know, the chamber, if the schools haven't received it, we can definitely resend it. So I'm sure you'll get our contact information before we close here, and I can give you that. In hopes to get more participants.
Excellent.
We're trying to reach our goal.
Okay, now here's the tough part. What are the criteria for judging, and who are the judges, and do you know at this point?
Oh no, sorry. Can we cut that part out? I actually, we do have judges, but we're finalizing that right now.
Okay, no problem.
So sorry about that, but I do want to talk about the prizes, the cash prizes.
Okay, so what are the prizes?
Okay, so basically we have first, second, and third place prizes. First place is $1,000. Second place is $500, and third place is $300, and that of course goes to the group. But then the overall winner gets an extra $500 to themselves. You know, for you know, highlighting you know, their vocal talent or whatever the judge based on the judges' criteria. There'll be an overall winner as well.
What are you expecting to see in terms of, like, in multiple groups from the same school come out? Because again, we talked about, you know, like there's vocal versus band, and, you know, like a lot of the middle schools, they may have, you know, like a singing class, and then they may have like a band with formal instruments and everything like that. Can more than one organization participate per
You know,
school?
sure. It's first come first serve. You know, it's first come first serve basis. So as long as we have, because we only have 20 slots. So if we can fill up the 20, but our goal is to get the different schools. You know, we want to see elementary schools, high schools. But yeah, I mean, it could be more than one group per school. But again, it just closes at 20. So our deadline has been extended to November 18th. The deadline to enter. And then of course, events like this can't be possible without sponsors. So thank you to all our sponsors so far, and we're also looking for sponsors, of course, to you know, to put this event together. There's a lot of costs associated. Deadline to sponsor is November 11th, and thank you to the sponsors so far. But looking for more to support this cause and to support our kids. Okay,
now I've participated in a couple musical events, and some of my colleagues have as well. So I'm wondering if they have to do those 3. There has to be like a holiday theme,
yes,
a Pop culture theme?
So a cover song, a walk-in cover song, a holiday-themed parody, and then a holiday song. Just to make it fair for for judging to determine the best
now, once the groups get their agenda and they say, okay, well, JFK High, you guys are from 8 to 8:40 or whatever. Do they have to do all three at the same time, or are they staggered throughout the day?
No, they come. We have them all lined up, which is why we need we have a deadline to enter so that we can organize all of this. But yeah, it's at one time. It's back to back per group. And then I also want to mention that there'll be activities throughout the day too. So it's at Agana Shopping Center, but they're upstairs in the expo hall. We'll have some other events for the kids, just like we have with the Christmas festival. Things for the kids, the Dear Santa station, and some other events for parents and kids alike to enjoy. Besides the while they're walking around and waiting or whatever, they can go upstairs and enjoy cookie decorating contests, things like that.
Very cool.
Yeah, so we have a lot of stuff for the kids, and we're looking really forward to it. So yes, please, sponsors, November, we have until November 11th, and then groups, schools, November 18th.
All right. Well, Marilyn, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. We'll have you back on as we near the contest.
Please. Thank
I'm
you.
sure there's so much more you guys want to do.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. And stay tuned because Fiesta Friday continues right after this. Stay with us. You're watching KUAN.